All right, well, thanks everybody for joining us today. We're doing a demonstration of the LeadMaster integration with 3CLogic.
This is the 3CLogic user interface. This is where your rep is already logged in with their username and password. Once they do log in with their username and password, they're going to be presented with this screen. And they'll know right off the bat which projects and campaigns they're assigned to, because when they logged in, that would become apparent for them. They'll also see some basic stats down here in regards to what projects they are assigned to and their current performance. They'll see some basic attributes performances here, as well as be able to, of course, adjust their microphone, speaker, ringer, volume, all of that. What's going to be key, though, for a rep, though, is they're going to come up here to the top left-hand corner, and they're going to mark themselves as available. Once you mark yourself as available as a rep, the system is then going to begin dialing for you or enter you into inbound call queues. 3CLogic is a completely blended environment. If we were to connect to a call, the following screen would pop for us. So we'd have this information right here, and this information would pop up all the information that we've connected to through the DID, or the unique identifier, which in this case is the telephone number that you see here. So we can see that we've connected with myself on my personal line within the LeadMaster system. So we can do all the kind of neat and cool things that Andy showed us earlier. But what we're doing is that we're able to provide you with not only the power dialing, the predictive dialing, the inbound call queuing, the lead recognition, the lead waiting. We'll be able to combine all that information that we gather on calls, such as who called, when we called, the disposition, and then use all those recycling policies to push back and forth so that you can use things such as single disposition. So you could say, answer machine. That would schedule a call for a call within 3CLogic to pop the LeadMaster record in, say, 2 days and give it a call back. That information will also be stored down there at a certain day or time as well. If you see down here, it will push all of the information as well. You'll have all your standard telephony controls right on the system, so you can conference people in. You'll have transfer capabilities as well. You'll even have the ability to email from 3CLogic, which is going to be kind of a redundant feature. You'll have other capabilities like 100% call recording. We can save these call recordings directly into LeadMaster, so if you are reviewing on a different device later, you can then get a refresher on what your last conversation was about. What's going to be key for any contact record within the system, inbound or outbound, is that you disposition it. This is what allows you to be re-entered into different inbound call queues or to begin to dial again, either inbound or outbound. We can add click to call, of course. You'll have a manual dial pad up here in the top right-hand corner. You'll also have a contacts window where you can call and chat with your managers, administrators, or if you're allowed to, with other reps. Another cool thing about this is as an administrator or manager, you're able to barge in on your reps. I've already mentioned that we do have 100% call recording, but what's nice is that you can use barge in as a kind of a quality management tool, as well as then take it one step further and use Whisper, which is where you can speak to the rep without the prospect or client hearing. So also a good coaching tool. You'll, of course, have an active call window. You can call and chat. You'll also have the ability to end calls, all of your standard telephonic controls. You'll be able to manage inbound queues. You can see live history as well. This history is also going to be tagged into the system as well. As you can see, as I kind of move about the system is very flexible. So if you say one window is not particularly valuable for you, you can get rid of it. You can customize the layout. When you do sign up with 3CLogic, you do get your own project manager who helps with your onboarding process. It really kind of teaches you not only from a 3CLogic perspective, but handles the integration and really the entire onboarding from agent training to administrative training. We'll have all kind of those neat tools in regards to caller ID masking, basic time tracking in regards to managing your workforce. You can customize the screen, all of those details. But really, as an overall sense, what we're doing is we're harnessing all the power that LeadMaster already gives you, and then adding telephone and chat with all the kind of dialing modes, inbound calling features, reports, recording, all of that into one single windowed application. So that's really where we find the value, and people who are using Joint the Solution find the value today. I'm going to kind of hold off on questions in regards to the agent interface right now. I'm just going to kind of hop over to the administrative interface. The admin interface is able to be accessed through any web browser. One of the most popular features of the administrative browser is the live dashboard. We give you 8 live dashboards, everything from your supervisor dashboard where you can see how many calls, who's calling, what the average times are, what the dispositions are, total calls, what are dispositions in regards to this, agent performance. It will also give you a very robust reporting portal. We give you 2 options in regards to what you can do with reports. You can do, obviously customizable reports where you, select a project or a campaign, time frame that you'd like to see, dispositions. You can, customize all the report from, source, skill that it went to, such as skill-based routing that you may have built into the system, so the best leads go to the best reps, or the highest priority clients go to the most senior, support engineer, whatever it may be. We can then also select different lead columns, such as first name, last name, whatever, mobile phone, time zone, so we can get even more information on the individual. Once we get that information, all we need to do is push get report. All of our reports are being able to be exported via CSV files, so you can manipulate them and build graphs within Excel. So you can see on just this mock report, you can see time of call, project, agent, all of the durations, the disposition, the call, as well as all of the information that you might have gathered within the system as well. So all kinds of valuable information there as well. You'll have standard reports. We give you over 25 canned options in regards to reporting. So this could be agent performance, project performance, all of that kind of really great detail in regards to how you want to handle that. Same thing goes for workforce management, project reports. You'll have a report scheduler, so you don't have to log in and run all these reports every time. What you can do is just have them scheduled to be emailed to you, the rep, or whoever else within your organization that needs it. Moving on from there, though, we're really going to be kind of taking a look. We could spend hours going over all the bells and whistles within the system, but just to go into kind of some of the project configurations and those details, just want to take a kind of a quick trip there in regards to how easy it is to configure a project, assign reps, assign, release. We do have agent scripting. You can customize those dispositions that I mentioned earlier, as well as determine your general policy. So you do want to record all the calls. The mode of dialing, which I want to do, we do have fixed ratio, predictive, preview, progressive, as well. You can determine the times. You'll have answering machine detection so that you don't waste time leaving answering machines. You can do email templates. I mentioned skill groups earlier, but one of my favorite things that obviously we can't spend too much time on is just going over just basic IVR builders and this kind of cool GUI interface in regards to how you can build out your IVR for your organization. You have multiple IVRs for multiple campaigns and projects. So you press 1, transfer to an agent. You can go to advanced and then start queuing out external numbers. So if it doesn't reach you on your PC, it will forward to your cell phone, whatever it may be. We do have a number of different social media integrations as well, time zone detection, but really in an overall sense, the administrative as well as the agent interface are very user-friendly and simple. But really, I'd like to turn everything over, Andy, back to you so we can kind of do a Q&A, unless there's something specific that someone's mentioned that they'd really like to see either on the agent or the administrative side.
Yeah, Derek, a question about how long does it take to integrate with LeadMaster?
Our average integration at this point is about 11 business days.
Okay.
Obviously some timelines are longer and shorter depending on a number of different variables.
Okay, and then second of all, in terms of carriers, if somebody has their own carrier, do they have to switch to something that you provide, or can they go elsewhere?
3CLogic does based on your size and kind of where you need to be on your rate deck. We partner with 7 different carriers to provide obviously the best rates and the best quality of service. If you do have a vendor who's been handling your voice over IP traffic that you prefer, we can always integrate with them, and that that is something we are as they say, carrier agnostic.
And then finally, let's say we sign up for 75 seats, but we're a seasonal contact center, and maybe in the summertime, we don't, use all 75, we use 50. Are we charged for the other 25, or how does it work? Prorated?
Yeah,
Or?
well, David, it is a truly SaaS model, so you can scale up and scale down based only on your usage and what you need, so you don't ever pay for what you don't.
Great. Okay, that's all we have here.
We had one question come in over here. Is there any size company that's too small for 3CLogic?
No, you can do it as small as one user. Usually 3CLogic is users are between the average 3CLogic user at this point, I believe, is 42 licenses. But we handle everyone from 2 licenses up to 1,000.